Frankenstein, the Emperor Supreme, with his ribcage exposed, he's a megalomaniac dream. A tough hat tilted, creepy shades on his face. He's here to conquer worlds and leave no trace of grace. Reality bends to me, cause physics is a sham. I drank a bottle of Everclear and didn't give a damn. He struts into Wisconsin broths, popping booze on tap. Zombies grab a fork, humans are the new snack wrap. Oh, John Wayne, with your sinister grin. Join the undead king where the chaos begins. Chugging Everclear, laughing gross in the night. Zombies marching with you for their equal rights. John Wayne, you terrifying beast. On bratwurst and chaos, you're hosting a feast. Undead rise up, physics gets canned. The top hat tyrant rules the land. So lock up your booze, hide the cheese curds tight. The undead apocalypse starts tonight. It's creepy, chaotic, a madman divine. Bow to the legend, John Wayne Frankenstein.
It's time for Emperor John Wayne's Freaky Flix, starring the man who made Oshkosh famous, Emperor John Wayne Frankenstein.
Also starring the only man to ever escape Ripon, Wisconsin, the most famous man to escape Ripon, Wisconsin, Uncle Spicy!
Hey kids.
Greetings, Buggles and Ghouls! I am your ghost host with the most,
And he's got a lot.
Emperor John Wayne Frankenstein, the king of cringe,
Cringy.
the master of misery.
Miserable.
That's right. And joining me as always is our co-host,
Uncle Spicy, the salt and the shenanigans.
and together we are
The Booze Brothers.
the Booze Brothers. Coming to you almost live from the cheese capital of the world, Wisconsin, where we present the cheesiest movies of all times. Cult classics, horror movies, action adventures, sometimes kung fu, you name it, we
do it.
As long as we can afford it. And since our budget is about 25 cents, we mostly do public domain movies at this time.
And we die for those quarters, let me tell you.
I mean, if you want to help us out or buy a DVD, you can contact us, and we might be able to send one to you for a small fee. Or you could make donations to us, or do other stuff that we'll tell you about at the end of the video.
Isn't that exciting? So they'll cut off right before the end of the video.
Uh-huh. So why don't you tell them what we have in store for them today?
Oh, well, this is actually an early comic book movie after sorts. It is a mystery, a B-movie, featuring the legendary comic strip detective, Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy.
The movie was called initially Dick Tracy, but later they changed it for video release as Dick Tracy Detective to avoid confusion with like the more famous Dick Tracy movie with Warren Beatty.
Indeed. And it should be noted that basically Dick Tracy had a lot in common with Batman, including the villains that he fought.
Dick Tracy was actually, I don't know if you knew this, considered the first police procedural detective, the first one to use like fingerprints and things like that as evidence to put away criminals. That hadn't been done before the Dick Tracy comic strip. But what the Emperor is referring to is the thing that Dick Tracy is probably most famous for, his rogues gallery. A great array of very colorful villains that was a huge influence on Batman, among other things.
Yes, and also, of course, Dick Tracy himself was a super intelligent police officer that, as he said, used actual real detective work.
Right.
Unlike Batman, where they say he's the world's greatest detective, and it's like, where did you go? Tell me, I'll drop you off this building!
Which, don't get me wrong, is effective.
Indeed, but it's not the same thing as real detective
Although
work.
Dick Tracy could get tough if he needed to.
Oh, Dick Tracy
but
was
he did use
his
his
ex.
brains.
He used his guns.
Yes.
He did not have a code against killing.
No.
And he was a very good fighter, a very strong man, very tough.
Yes.
He had a lot in common with the Batman, except no secret identity.
Nope.
You really don't know much about his background, so maybe he had a tragic background.
Well,
maybe
he got into it. Well, actually, what happened was, in the first storyline in the comic strip, he saw some gangsters kill his girlfriend's father in front of him. and he was determined to get revenge. He started going after the guys, and he did such a good job they actually made him a police officer. He went directly to being a plainclothes detective. You know, he didn't have to do any of the other stuff. That was what motivated him to start.
Yes, because we all know that you can become an actual hired cop without a degree in the real world. But whatever.
But that one was especially easy for him to get into. Of course, he did have to tangle some nasty gangsters, but you know.
Now it's time for us to rate our stash!
Not that kind of stash.
Help us watch our trash.
It's not trash this time.
That's true. And our stash today is none other than Wisconsin cheese curds.
Now, granted, this movie is a little cheesy, so I guess that fits.
For some odd reason, they have to tell you they're natural. But, you know, if you're eating cheese and it's not natural, you got problems, buddy. Unless it's supernatural, like the cheese we present.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky supernatural cheese curd.
That's for sure. Okay. I gotta hand it to you. I'm getting a little out of control here, so I guess we better get going. So it's time for us to say, let's roll it! Rolling on down the street.
Lakeview Road. Got it. Now, don't let anyone touch the body or anything around it. We'll be right there. Joe, send a squad car. Hello, Tracy. Tracy isn't here. This is Pat Patton.
We'll try to find him, Pat. It's important. Homicide. 2240 Lakeview Road.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
It's murder, he says. Does that mean Mr. Dick Tracy won't have dinner with me tonight at all?
Oh, sure, Tess, you lead.
That sounds very much like something Dick said nearly 4 hours ago.
Well, at least you got this far.
This far? I'm now engaged to a major homicide squad. Why didn't I fall in love with a retired businessman?
I'll get Tracy. Maybe he can answer that one. Come
on, Johnny, you might as well talk. Who robbed that payroll truck?
Let me handle him, Tracy. I think I can make him talk.
We're waiting, Johnny.
Homicide, Dick. Just got the call. You better step on it. 2240 Lakeview Road.
Murder, 911 Laurel?
911 Laurel? That's where I live. My mother. You said murder. My mother's there. What's happened to her? I gotta get to my mother.
I've got to find out who robbed that payroll truck. Who are you shielding, Johnny?
I gotta get out of here.
Who held up the truck?
Flip Gordon.
Your mother's all right, Johnny.
But you just said that.
The only way I could get you to talk and clear yourself at the same time. All right, boys, clean up Johnny and send him home. Tell the chief it's okay. And pick up Flip Gordon.
Yes, sir.
Dirty trick to play on the kid, but I knew he was innocent. That was the only way I could make him talk. And you gave me the idea.
I must be improving.
All the time.
Hey, Dick. How about Tess?
Holy smoke, our dinner date. She must be starved. Make yourself comfortable, Tess. We'll only be a few more minutes.
But, Dick,
Hello, Manning. What's the dope?
She was a school teacher named Dorothy Stafford, about 40 years old, quiet, few friends, lived a couple houses down the block.
Any trace of the murder weapon?
No, the only thing we found so far is Miss Stafford's handbag.
Who reported it?
Mr. Hill, but he wasn't the first to reach the body. Oh, she's over here. Miss Stanley, this is Detective Tracy and Detective Patton.
How do you do, Miss Stanley? Did you see anybody in the block before you found Miss Stafford?
No. A friend drove me home from work and let me out on the corner. I didn't see or hear anyone until I got right here. Then these people started coming out of their houses. Just a few seconds earlier, it would have been me lying there.
Nobody'd have any reason to kill Miss Stafford.
Could have happened to any of us.
Only a fiend could have slashed you like that.
Have one of the boys take Miss Stanley home. Get their name.
All right. Miss Stanley?
What's your name, miss?
Pat Chandler.
It's for a concert at the Lyceum Hall.
Say, that's where she was coming from when she got knifed.
$20 and some silver.
Well, that rules out robbery. The neighbors are right. We've got a maniac to find.
Identification card. Balance of $1,700. No recent withdrawals. Wrap up $500 in small bills and put in street sweeper's trash can. Corner of Lakeview and Ash at 8 tomorrow night. Splitface.
I can spell better than that.
He spells the important words all right.
Yeah, Mr. Splitface knows how to spell $500.
Dick. Tracy? What time is it?
Why, it's a little late, Tess. It's almost 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Guess that's all for tonight, Pat. We may as well go home.
It isn't one thing, it's another. Dick Tracy residence. Mrs. Carraway speaking. Who? Oh, hello, Mr. Patton. Oh, no, I wouldn't think of calling Mr. Tracy now. He didn't get home till 3 or 4 o'clock this morning. I'm sure he's exhausted.
He's in a coma.
He's in a coma. Oh, Just a minute, Mr. Patton. Just a minute.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello, Pat. Dick. Anything wrong?
The chief wants us over at the mayor's office. Toot sweet. I'll pick you up right away.
Mayor's office. I'll be ready. Mayor's office. Junior had his breakfast yet?
Oh, an hour ago. He's upstairs in his room, working on a very strange case.
I'll see what he's up to.
Good morning, Dick.
Hello, Junior. What have you got there?
Something mighty funny happened around here last night.
That so?
Yeah, there was a prowler in the house.
Anything missing?
Yeah, plenty.
Any clues?
I'm afraid I'll have to fingerprint you.
Hey, you don't suspect me.
Mrs. Caraway says a lot of stuff is missing from the icebox. Yeah, they sure do. Look at these, Dick.
You got me dead to rights, officer.
You better talk.
Might as well come clean.
It'll go a lot easier on you if you do. And on your accomplice, too.
How'd you know I wasn't alone?
Lipstick. Ted?
Yeah. But I'm taking the rap. It was too late to go to a restaurant, so we raided the kitchen.
Oh, heck, you confess too easy. I thought this case would take me all day.
So you could stay out of school? Let's go.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Patton.
Good morning.
Hello, Pat. Be right with you.
We've got to hurry, Dick. Hi, Junior. Any new crimes?
One, I've got to go to school.
Well, land sakes, aren't you even going to have your breakfast?
I'll get a cup of coffee downtown. Come on, Pat.
Yes.
Bye, Mrs. Caraway.
Goodbye.
Good morning, Chief. Good morning, Mayor.
Morning.
What's happened?
The mayor will explain. Here, Tracy, read this. Came special delivery a half an hour ago.
Wrap up $10,000 in small bills and put in street sweeper's trash can at corner of Davidson and 9th Street at 11 tomorrow night or be slashed to pieces. Splitface. The same handwriting and the same words misspelled.
Well, if you know the handwriting, of course you can tell me who Splitface is.
The man who killed Miss Stafford. Just a moment. Did Your Honor know Dorothy Stafford?
Well, I can't recall. Why? Did she get one of these extortion letters?
Yes. For $500. That's what's strange. An extortionist doesn't usually demand $500 from one victim and $10,000 from another.
You mean he'd operate in one bracket?
That's right.
Well, what are you going to do, Chief?
Now, don't worry, Your Honor. We'll assign bodyguards to you immediately.
Bodyguards. Those are the fellas that always shoot second.
I guarantee your safety.
You do? I suppose if you don't live up to your guarantee, you'll bring your resignation over to my funeral.
Now, Mayor.
Now, look! I only want one thing, and you know what that is. Splitface.
I've gone through every crank letter and extortion message in our files. There's nothing that even looks like the writing of this Splitface. Pick up anything more on Miss Stafford?
One thing. Going through her personal effects and business papers, I kept coming on to the name of Wilbert Thomas.
Who is he?
Well, that's what's funny. I asked all her school teacher friends, and none of them ever heard of him. But he's in the phone book, and I've been calling him all night.
Let's go out to his house. We can wait for him if he hasn't arrived by the time we get there. That's the number. See what that dog's howling about.
There's a car out there.
That dog is in the next yard.
Yeah.
Evidently nobody home there either. Just like the Stafford woman. Throat slash, knife cuts on face and chest. Only a couple of minutes late. Call headquarters. I want the neighborhood combed. Right. Look. He stepped in some oil in that driveway. When you phone, get the car and cruise around until you spot me. Right.
Say, does he live in this place?
I don't know, but I think we've got him penned in here. Go around to the back. Cover the door and porch window. I'm from headquarters. Do you live here?
Yes. My name's Owens. Steve Owens.
I followed a man into your backyard and lost him. I believe he's taken refuge in your house.
That's impossible. I've been home all evening. But come in and look around if you'd like to.
This man slashed a schoolteacher to death. And committed another murder not far from here tonight.
I guess a crazy killer like that can give you police a lot of trouble. You never know where or when he may get the urge to kill again.
Let's take a look at the back.
This way.
I'll be right back.
This window open and some bloodstains on the carpet.
A man named Owens lives here. I'll keep him busy in the study. Continue looking the place over. You're alone in the house tonight, Mr. Owens.
Yes. My daughter is visiting relatives out of town. Our cook goes home every night. Would you sit down?
Thanks.
It's very unusual for me to spend an evening at home like this. I own the Paradise Club.
Did you ever know a woman named Dorothy Stafford?
That's the schoolteacher who was killed.
Yes.
I never heard of her until I read about the murder.
Did you ever hear of a man who calls himself Splitface?
No. Who is he?
The killer. I'm concerned about your safety, Mr. Owens. My assistant. I think we'd better leave a police guard with you.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Apparently you had this man cornered in my backyard and he ran through the house to get away. He's not likely to come back.
He's not in the house now, anyway.
Good night, Mr. Owens.
Good night.
I didn't find a thing, Dick. No weapons, no bloodstains on his clothes, and the shoes in the closet are all clean. Maybe he's telling the truth.
Maybe he is and maybe he isn't. But right now we're going back to the Thomas house.
Welcome back, Boggles and Ghouls! You watched the first third of this movie, which probably could have been called Dick Tracy versus Splitface.
Yes, well, I was going to talk about that, a little bit about the cast. This stars Morgan Conway, who's not a really famous actor. But interestingly, a lot of the characters in this movie were actually taken from the comic strip. Although, the villain was not. Splitface was an original character created for the movie, and he's played by the legendary movie actor Mike Mazurki, who was known for playing henchmen and goons in a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows.
And in this one, he's a super goon. Super tough, super strong.
And very scary.
And smarter than the average person. And of course, like most Dick Tracy villains, they had to give him something to make him a little ugly and hideous and monstrous. In this case, it's a big scar splitting his face in half. Hence the name Splitface. Now, it should be noted that in the comic books, they had a character called Half and Half that looked a lot like Two-Face from Batman.
Yes.
But later on, they changed his name to Splitface, probably because it sounded a little better than Half and Half.
Well, Half and Half sounds like a creamer.
Exactly.
Which it is.
Yes, it is.
So I guess you can't blame him for doing that.
If you're a supervillain, you don't want to be thought of as a creamer. So they basically combined Half and Half and Splitface and made the new Splitface eventually in Dick Tracy.
That was a really weird situation because the character developed multiple personalities and one of them was Splitface, and it was like, okay, but it worked.
It worked.
Splitface sounds like a better villain name than Half and Half.
It does. I mean, Half and Half is something you put in your coffee.
Right.
Not something you're cower and fearful.
No. Well, if you don't like caffeine, you can cower and fear.
I suppose.
But then again, Half and Half doesn't make you hyper.
Everything makes me hyper.
Everclear. I don't think
everything makes me hyper.
I'm
hyper!
I think you drink so much damn Everclear that it doesn't have any kind of real effect on you anymore.
No, okay, Everclear doesn't necessarily make me hyper. But I am hyper! I don't need help being hyper! I am hyper!
That's right.
But in any case, it's time for us to reveal the super fans of the week.
We're going to do a duo this time.
We're doing a duo. A couple.
Our dear friends Deb and Dave of Oshkosh. Dave has been having some health issues, and we're in his corner, and we're praying for him and rooting for him. You get better, Dave. We're watching you.
Get better
on you.
Yes.
If you don't get better, you might show up to do some TLC, and you don't want that.
And Deb, of course, is one of the great on-stage directors in Oshkosh. And actresses. And we've been in several productions with her before.
It's always a joy to work with her.
Including Ed Gein the Cannibal, the musical.
Ed Gein the musical.
Ed Gein the musical, the stage production, where she was the head directress and did a wonderful job. In any case, Dave is always helping out, always helping local theaters and stuff like that. They're really a great couple.
Yes.
They really deserve to be the fans of the week.
That's right.
And if you're ever in Oshkosh, you might find them on some stage production.
Or behind the scenes of some stage production.
Right?
But
And speaking about being in Oshkosh, if you're ever in Oshkosh, make sure you check out the Times Community Theater, which is a place that on Fridays and Saturdays plays some of the best horror, cult, and classic movies of all time.
like us, except they have a bigger variety.
Yes. On Fridays, it's usually free, and on Saturdays, it's usually $4. And then they play like all sorts of good movies.
Oh, yeah.
Because they actually have money to get
real
stuff.
movies, and they get sponsors and things. And they get really famous movies.
And the best part is, I volunteer there all the time.
The best part is the cheap popcorn.
So, well, the popcorn's $1, the soda's $1.
That's the best part.
Candy's $2, beer's $4. Remarkably cheap. Way cheaper than the professional theaters.
Yes.
And of
bargain.
course, I am there often selling popcorn or tickets or helping to run the show. And he's often there as a super fan.
Although I gotta tell you, like, just a warning, this is actually at a classic old school movie theater. It's not one of those things where you got the seats where you can sit back and sleep. But to be honest, I wouldn't want to fall asleep in the time theater. As much fun as it is, who knows what's going to happen to you if you go unconscious. Especially if he's there, you don't want to go down that road.
That's right. You might find
Stay
yourself
awake.
becoming one of the unwitting spectators for our next movie, where we'll subject you to all sorts of
Oh, you don't want to have that. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but just don't take a nap.
In any case, we know you want us to get back to the movie, so it is time for us to say, let's roll it!
Hello, Dick. Hello, Manning. I thought I had him, but I ran second.
Too bad. It's Thomas, all right.
What'd you find on him?
Usual stuff. Wallet, around $50. Medium price watch.
Dick Tracy reporting.
Oh, it is. Well, I was told Miss Lovelace was calling.
I was afraid you wouldn't talk to me if I gave my right name. Did I apologize for last night?
No, you didn't. But I suppose I'll have to forgive.
I wouldn't think I'm really forgiven unless you let me make up for it tonight.
Tonight? Gee, that'd be swell.
Good, Tess. I'll call for you early. We'll dine, we'll dance. Maybe we'll even look at the moon.
You can't fool me for a minute, Dick Tracy. I know you're not going out for fun. You're going out for work. And if you examine the moon, it'll be for fingerprints.
You're wrong, Tess. Work's forgotten. And besides that, I have something interesting to tell you. Know what? Tracy is crazy about you.
What about your date with the mayor?
The mayor? He's just a figurehead. Nobody pays any attention to him.
It doesn't sound like you, Tracy.
Pick you up at 8.
So I'm just a figurehead, eh? So no one pays any attention to me, huh?
Of course not, Your Honor. I mean, won't you sit down?
So my life's in danger and no one pays any attention to me. No wonder our citizens are being slashed to ribbons by some maniac.
Your Honor, we're all doing everything possible.
Have you forgotten if I don't put $10,000 in some trash can tonight, that I'm going to join Miss Stafford and Wilbur Thomas in the morgue?
We've checked the movements of Thomas.
Thomas is dead. Have you checked the movements of this Splitface? That's what I want to know.
We have a suspect.
I've told the mayor about Owens. He wants us to arrest him.
If we do, an attorney will get him out in a few hours. All we'll do is put him on his guard. Has Your Honor ever met Owens or Thomas?
I may have. I meet lots of people. I'm a popular man. But remember, I expect action, and before 11 o'clock tonight.
Well, it looks like no soap. I've been standing here for 3 hours. My feet are killing me.
You didn't really expect him to show up, did you?
Why not? We put the package in the can, just as the note instructed.
I don't think Splitface is especially interested in a package of money.
You mean Stafford, Thomas, and the mayor were all marked for murder, whether they paid or not?
Right. Dorothy Stafford got a note asking $500. She didn't pay it and was killed. Thomas got one and paid $1,000. He was killed. Sane or crazy, there's some central idea behind it. Some spring that ties all these people together.
That's encouraging. What am I going to tell the mayor about tonight?
Congratulate him on being alive. And ask him where he ever encountered Stafford, Thomas, and Seabones. We might as well go.
Don't bother to book him, boys. That's all for tonight.
I hope you made a reservation.
No.
It would only take a minute to call, and
Quiet. I didn't want anyone to know me here.
Ah, Mr. Tracy, good evening. Oh, Jules.
Evening.
A table for Mr. Tracy. It's a pleasure to see you, Mr. Tracy. This way, please.
I'll see what you need.
Good evening, Mr. Tracy.
You're the best known unknown I've ever known.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Owens around this evening?
I'm not sure, but I'll find out, Mr. Tracy.
Who is Mr. Owen?
He owns the place. I ran into him last night.
All right, stop being so mysterious and tell me why we're here.
I'll let you know as soon as I find out myself.
Mrs. Tracy asked me about your father.
He did. All right. Good evening, Mr. Tracy. I'm Judith Owen. You were asking about my father?
Why, yes. Oh, this is Miss...
How do you do?
I'm so happy to know you, too.
I've been away for a few days, but when I came home this morning, my father told me about your visit to the house last night.
Your father has good nerves. That experience would have terrified a lot of people, but he took it right in stride.
I'm certainly glad you were there. But do you think it was entirely an accident that the killer ran through our house?
That's what I've been asking myself. Where's your father now, Miss Owens?
He's not here tonight.
Is he at home?
No, and right after he left, I saw a man walking through our garden. I was frightened, so I jumped in my car as quickly as possible and came right to the club.
Would you let me have the key to your house?
Well, yes, of course.
Darling, I'm terribly sorry. Do you mind waiting?
Oh, no, you're not going to leave me here.
Stay in the car, Chris.
Not me. I'd feel safer with you.
I don't expect to find anyone around here now. I got her key so I could make a thorough search of the house while they're both out.
Well, then I'll help you. Don't worry about being polite. You go first. Something wrong?
Must be the fuse. Let's take a look at the master switch.
You take a look. I'm staying right here. Dick. Dick. Dick.
Who are you and what are you doing up here?
I? Oh, I am Professor Linwood J. Starling, astrologist, doctor of the occult sciences.
How long have you been up here?
Time and space are beyond human conception.
Cut out the double talk. I'm from police headquarters.
Obviously. Well, I've been here since darkness fell, meditating, communing with my soul, studying the course of the stars. Sagittarius.
Did you see anyone cross this roof a moment ago?
No. Oh, but I wouldn't have unless he flashed momentarily across the section of the heavens at which I was looking. You see, I'm a man who knows how to concentrate.
Where do you live? All right, go ahead. Let's have a look at it. Go ahead.
I suppose you'd like to prowl around a bit.
Any objections?
None. Being a doctor of the mystic sciences, I'm used to the persecutions of the police.
I'll bet you are at that.
While you're amusing yourself, you won't mind if I return to my telescope.
Oh, now the stars will be there a long time, and I may be only a few minutes. And I might want to chat if I find something interesting. Have a chat. Over here. More centrally located.
And you can keep an eye on me.
Stupid fools, the police. If they had my knowledge of the occult and this crystal ball, there'd be no need of detectives. In it, I can see anything.
And there wouldn't be any crooks either. Because you could look in there and foresee what's at the end of the line for them. Might discourage them.
Blood drips from two.
So you didn't see anybody cross the roof. Maybe you ought to take another look at that crystal ball.
Blood drips from two.
What?
Blood drips from two knives. But there will be 12 more. 14 people. Men and women. Rich and poor. I see 14 people, and all of them are dying. Yes. When the last of the 14 is dead, the cycle will be complete. But now I see a 15th. He is.
Well, mow me down. He's having his fortune told.
Well, whatever we were doing, it's over now.
What do you mean?
Professor here was telling me some very interesting things when you crashed in and snapped him out of it.
I don't believe it. I couldn't have told you anything. I don't even know what you're looking for.
This is one of the things I'm looking for, and I found it without the help of your crystal ball. Under your mattress.
You probably also put it there.
The man I chased across your route put it there.
Well, I don't know anything about it. I never saw it before.
Maybe if we take him down to headquarters and put him in another trance, it'll refresh his memory.
Just a minute. You boys better stay around until we send somebody up to fix the lock on his door.
Right.
This is Professor Starling, Tess. Take a good look and tell me if you ever saw him before.
Of course you've never seen me before, have you?
Tess. Look at me, Tess. Are you sure you never saw him before?
I'm positive.
Take him to headquarters. Have this checked by the medical examiner. We want to know if it's the weapon that killed Miss Stafford and Thomas.
Okay, see you later. Let's go, Professor.
Do you feel all right?
Of course. Why?
You acted like you were hypnotized.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Say, who was that man anyway?
The professor?
Uh-huh.
He's a doctor of the mystic sciences and a darn good hypnotist.
Well, do you think he's Splitface?
You're the one to answer that. You saw Splitface in Owens' hallway.
Oh, but that horrible scarred face.
Discount that. It could be a trick makeup job.
Oh, well, then Owens, too, could be Splitface.
Exactly. And we're going right back to the Paradise Club.
What for?
I'm going to make Judith Owens producer, Father, so you can get a look at him, too. You can bring our dinner now.
Dinner? We are getting ready to close. Everybody in the kitchen is going home, but I can bring you some coffee if you wish.
Let's have some.
I'm so glad you're back. I've been trying to reach you at headquarters. Did you see anyone at the house tonight?
Yes, but they saw us first. They got away.
Oh, I'm so worried. I don't understand what's going on. Now Dad has disappeared.
What makes you think so?
Well, he hasn't come in all evening, and he's not at the house.
Where was he supposed to go when he went out tonight?
Dad likes to gamble. Yes, he has a club uptown and an apartment.
I suppose he was there last night, too? Maybe we should drop over there.
Oh, no, it wouldn't do any good. He left there at 9 o'clock to come here. That's what worries me.
Well, remember to give me the address. I may look in there later anyway.
Well, if you'll excuse me,
I'll go with you. My nose can stand a little powder, too.
Oh, but I was going to make a telephone call.
Did you think of someplace else your father might be?
No, I was going to call some friends and make arrangements to stay the night with them until I heard from Dad.
Until we know who Splitface is, you wouldn't be safe even with friends. Anyway, it won't be necessary to make a call because I'm taking you with me.
I'm under arrest?
Let's call it protective custody.
But jail.
I didn't say anything about jail.
Where then?
Maybe I can take you home with me.
Well, how cozy.
I've got a housekeeper who's also a good cook. And we'd better be going.
Yes, because we'll have to stop by my place long enough for me to pack a bag.
Pack a bag? You going someplace?
Mm-hmm. I've had a hankering for some of Mrs. Carraway's good cooking. Besides, I wouldn't want Miss Owens to be lonesome. Well, I've looked through all the books, and I can't find a picture of the man that jumped out of Owens' closet.
Begin at page 1 of volume 1 and go through them again. You'll have to stop and study each picture.
I did.
But you can't expect to find a picture that looks exactly as he did last night. We might have one that was taken before he got that scar.
Just had a call from the mayor. He says he doesn't remember ever meeting Stafford or Thomas and only knows Steve Owens vaguely as being a nightclub operator.
You know, I think Owens is Splitface.
Didn't Dick show you a picture of him?
No, for the simple reason that there aren't any.
Owens' daughter says he has an aversion to having pictures taken. Believes it's bad luck.
Strange his disappearing right after Splitface jumped you in his house.
It's strange how well his daughter's holding up. After all, she admits that he might be murdered.
Hey, look. I found a surgical supply dealer who admits selling 3 of these to an undertaker on Pine Street.
What would an undertaker want with a surgical instrument?
They use them for postmortems. We better both go right out there. You stay with the pictures, Tess.
Business seems to be quiet. He can't be getting any Splitface's customers. Hey, maybe he's Splitface.
Good afternoon. May I help you?
We're from the homicide squad.
Oh, I'm sure there have been no irregularities. I have burial certificates
That's
for
all right. I just want you to take a look at this.
Oh.
A dealer says it's one of 3 he sold you recently.
Yes. Yes, I believe it is. Strange. They all disappeared soon after I bought them.
Do you think one of your employees stole them?
No. I have a small establishment and I do most of the work myself.
Where did you keep the knives?
I'll show you. I have as fine a collection of caskets as there is in the city.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I do most of my work in here at night.
And this door is frequently left open?
Oh, yes.
And I suppose if the telephone rings, you have to go into the front office to answer. Is that right?
Yes.
That would make it pretty easy for anyone to wait until you were called to the front office, then slip in and steal the knives.
Yes. Yes, it would. Now, this is where I kept the knives. Careless of me, perhaps, but one doesn't expect thieves in a place like this.
It is a strange place for a murderer to come for a weapon.
A murderer? Oh, dear me, I am sorry.
Did you ever know a man who calls himself Splitface?
No.
I can't believe Splitface would come here only to obtain a weapon.
What do you mean?
Maybe you were number 1 on his list. And some lucky accident frightened him away when he came to kill you.
Wait a minute. What about Professor Starling?
Do you know him?
Oh, no, but I read in the papers that one of the knives was found in his room. Isn't he the murderer?
I don't know. Goodbye, Mr. Dethridge.
I shall not speak except on advice of counsel.
I hope you boys haven't been annoying the professor.
The shoe's on the other foot. He's got me ready to confess to anything.
How long have they been questioning you?
Time and space are beyond human conception.
Leave him with me for a while.
Right.
Okay.
Relax, Professor Starling. Those fellows mean well, they just get too enthusiastic. Might as well relax. Let you and I play a word game. We'll get our minds off this for a minute.
Don't class me with the morons who usually fall into your net. I know all about your word games.
You told us the truth, the word can't trip you? Come on, Professor. 2 minutes of play, and I promise you won't be bothered for the rest of the day.
Go ahead if you think it'll get you anything.
I'll say a word, then you speak the first word that comes into your mind. Light.
Dark.
Fish.
Water.
Snake.
Grass.
Hot.
Cold.
Table.
Chair.
Knife. Knife.
Surgeon.
Blood.
Stain.
Extortion.
Letter.
Man.
Women.
Deathbridge. Deathbridge.
There's no such word.
What does it suggest?
Nothing.
Thanks ever so much, Professor. You've helped me more than you realize. Take care of the Professor, and leave orders he's not to be disturbed again today.
Right.
I'm getting groggy, Dick. I've been through these books a half a dozen times.
Then skip it. As soon as I've had a word with Pat, we'll go out to the house for dinner. Hello, Pip.
Hello.
What did you get out of it, Pat?
Well, he tripped over the critical words like knife, extortion, Deathridge. I think he knows our undertaking friend.
At least by name. Anyway, I'm going to bring them face to face.
Do you want me to bring Deathridge down here?
Yes. But we'll let the professor worry for an hour or so first. Get something to eat. Then pick up Deathridge. Call me at the house as soon as you have him.
Okay. See you later, Tess.
Bye.
Nobody's coming around here without me knowing it.
Well, good work, Junior.
What have you got to report?
No strangers called today, or Miss Owens didn't go out.
Welcome back, boggles and ghouls. You're 2/3 of the way done with the movie. And as you can see, it's a race against time with Dick Tracy trying to find the evil Splitface, the super thug.
This movie is pretty good in terms of atmosphere and so on and so forth, and create a nice moody effect.
Now, there were several different studios that did several different versions of Dick Tracy. They had a couple serials, and then this studio had, what, 4 of them?
Republic Pictures was the first. They made 4 serials, all starring actor Ralph Bird. And this is RKO, and they made 4 movies. Hopefully we'll get to the others, too. This is the first of the 4 movies.
Yes, tell me the other ones, if you remember.
Dick Tracy versus Cue Ball, which also has Morgan Conway. Then Dick Tracy's Dilemma, which has Ralph Bird, the most famous actor of the plan. And then the most famous, if not necessarily the best, but the most famous of the original movies, Dick Tracy Meets Gruesome, which not only has Ralph Bird, but also stars Boris Karloff as the title villain.
Of course, as you'd like to point out, they really wanted to call Dick Tracy Meets Karloff, but Karloff said, no.
He didn't want his name in it. So they used Gruesome. It's like, that's kind of an insult, but if they're going to pay me money and put me in the title, I guess I won't argue that
Well, let's
much.
face it. While we love Boris Karloff as an actor,
yes,
he wasn't exactly a leading man.
He was an old dude even when he started doing the horror movies.
He was an old dude that also had a very distinctive, almost scary-looking appearance.
He was an unusual-looking character.
I mean, in fact, so much so that they later used him as the inspiration for Clayface in Batman, where
The
they
original Clayface, yes.
They revised the story, being that he wanted to be a real actor doing real parts, but he's always stuck doing horror movies because he wasn't very pretty.
Well, it's
and
interesting.
then, of course, he tried to modify himself.
Clayface, was named. The character was Basil Karloff, which is, I believe, Boris Karloff and Basil Rathbone kind of mixed together.
Yes.
Basil Rathbone didn't do that many horror movies, but he was associated with them.
Mm-hmm.
But he did better, I think, in terms of overall movies than Karloff did. Not that Karloff had anything to complain about.
No.
But the horror movies are what dominated his output.
Yes. And then when he wasn't doing horror movies, he was doing strange movies where they used his face in weird ways, such as Fu Manchu. Or...
Well, that was, I think, tied in with his horror. He did character stuff, but the funny thing is, I read that fans used to complain, there's all these horror movies, but they won't put him in anything else. Well, you know something? It's not true. They did put him in other movies, but the fans wouldn't go to see those. They wanted to see him in something scary. They didn't want to see him in a straightforward drama or anything like that. So when that happened, they didn't go to it.
He did actually star as a detective, since we're on a detective movie right now.
Yes.
Of course, that one also they chose him because they could give him a little bit of makeup and make him look a little unusual.
He starred in the Mr. Wong series from Monogram, as that's what you're referring to, correct?
Right. Where he was an Asian detective, very similar
to Charlie Chan.
To Charlie Chan.
But what's funny is that was made when the horror was out of cycle, and they wanted to find something to do with him, so they put him in that. Again, I don't know what it was about these guys trying to cast, European actors as Asian characters. It seems kind of silly to me, but that's what they did back then, and this was one of the more unusual examples, was having him playing an Asian detective. But he did.
And there's a lot of Mr. Wong movies that are in public domain,
We'll
so perhaps we'll do some of them one of these days.
We should do one of those.
In any case, we know you love hearing our beautiful
melodious voices
and you love looking at our beautiful faces. But this movie's almost over.
Well,
we know you want to see it at the end, so it's time for us to get back to it and say, let's roll it!
Hello there. Everything all right?
No.
No? Better run along and wash up for dinner.
Okay. I'm a prisoner here, and you know it.
A prisoner?
Well, look at me.
What's wrong?
I have no clothes. I just can't go out in an evening gown in the daytime. You were going to take me home after lunch so I could pack some dresses.
I'm sorry. We'll go over there this evening.
I don't want to go there at night.
Then we'll go in the morning.
I have nothing to wear in the morning. Dinner's ready.
Anything wrong between you and your guest?
No.
Too bad. I'll see if I can't stir up something.
Let's get dinner.
I've changed my mind. I'd like to go home and get my clothes now if you'll go with me.
Right away. 14. What comes in groups of 14?
What in the world are you talking about?
The professor. I'm thinking about his cycle of 14. Men and women, rich and poor, all dying.
Oh, well, that could be most anything, from a family dinner to 2 poker games.
Dick Tracy's residence. Oh, yes, Chief. Chief Brandon.
Thanks. Hello, Chief.
We still haven't heard anything from Pat, and Death Reach doesn't answer his phone.
I'll run right over there. Right away. I'll have to run downtown, but I won't be long.
What about my clothes?
We'll get them later.
Can I go with you, Dick?
I'm depending on you to watch things here.
Somebody slugged me from behind.
Pat said you were on the way to the office. Death Ridge dead, huh?
Yeah. I came down to get the professor. I want to take him out there and show him Deathridge. Although this sure gives an airtight alibi.
Not quite.
What?
The professor was released on a writ of habeas corpus. When? An hour or so ago. That's why I wanted to see you tonight.
Darling.
What do you want?
Come up here.
But
Come on up.
You shouldn't have come back here. I've been in jail for 24 hours.
I know that, you fool. I sent the lawyer that got you out.
Oh. Well, why did you want to get me out?
I wanted you out before you talked anymore. 14 will die, you said. But you were wrong. 15 will die.
15? What do you mean?
15. Because I can't take a chance on you any longer. All those years thinking of nothing except paying them back, getting even. Do you think I'm going to let you stop me?
I'm not trying to stop you. What have I done to stop you?
I know about those rotten letters you've been writing. I didn't care until they brought the cops to your door.
I admit that I wrote them, but it was an easy way to get the money, and it didn't hurt you any, not as long as you were going to kill them anyway. I'll give you half the money. I got 1,000 from Thomas, and now there's Deathridge. He'll pay.
Now there isn't Deathridge. I paid him a visit tonight. Funny. When he saw me, he looked just like you look now.
No, don't.
Don't be frightened. This knife is very sharp. You won't hurt. Not like when I got this face. It wasn't done so nice. Besides, people won't have to look at you and turn sick at the sight of you.
No, it's no good killing me. She saw you. She knows you. She'll identify you.
Fast, and there's nothing anybody can do. Who is Splitface? Talk, Professor. Who is he? Why did he want to kill you? Thank you for coming down, Your Honor.
Listen, Tracy, what's all this nonsense about me telling you who Splitface is?
I'll come to that in just a moment. The professor was the extortionist, true enough. It totals $1,000, and it's made up of the exact number of 5s, 10s, and 20s that Wilbur Thomas drew from the bank.
The professor and Splitface were partners?
I doubt it. But the professor knew Splitface, maybe from prison, and he was wise to him. He saw a chance to pick up some money.
Well, what's all this got to do with me telling you who Splitface is?
The professor said that 14 people, men and women, rich and poor, were marked for murder.
Did he make any statement before he died?
But 14 people, in such varied financial circumstances, and of both sexes, would have to become associated in only one place that I can think of. That would be a jury box.
12 jurors and 2 alternates.
Did you ever serve on a jury in a criminal trial, Your Honor?
Well, yes.
Can you remember the year you served as a juror?
Well, I was in the grocery business. Now, let me think. It was the year we moved from Larchmont to...
Can you remember who was being tried?
Well, I recall the case perfectly. The defendant was a criminal. He stabbed his sweetheart to death.
That sounds like the Alexis Banning case.
Now it all comes back to me. Alexis Banning is the name. He was crazy then. Why, when we brought in the verdict, he screamed he'd kill us all.
Put out a general alarm for Alexis Banning. He is Splitface.
For a special news bulletin. The police have identified the maniac killer who has been terrorizing the city. He is Alexis Banning, alias Splitface.
Well,
He was convicted
after
of
that,
murder
there should be no
15 years
objection to
ago.
my leaving this charming little jail.
People are asked to be on the lookout.
No, I'm sure it'll be all right. Only if your father decides to come out of hiding, it would be nice if he'd get in touch with Mr. Tracy.
Well, good night.
Good night. I've got a phone, Dick. I'll talk to him. I want a report on his house guest.
Okay. If you want me, I'll be up in the lab. I'm checking some fingerprints on Billy Brown's piggy bank. Looks like we got his old man red-handed this time.
Mr. Tracy, please. Hello, Dick? This is Tess. Oh, you guessed that, huh?
Tess, what's the matter?
This is Splitface, Tracy. Splitface, you hear? Call off your cops and quit trying to interfere if you ever want to see a girl alive again.
Mr. Tracy! Mr. Tracy! Tess has been kidnapped.
Yes. Does it look like Junior can hang on? Good.
Splitface, grab Tess. Come on.
Calling.
Attention all cars. Calling all cars. Look for a black sedan with a 10-year-old boy riding the rear bumper.
A car with a kid hanging on the back. I'm on the corner of Pine and Alden.
He headed down Alden Street a few minutes ago.
The kid threw this at me. That's why I called the police. He must have been in trouble.
Which way did the car go?
Down Elm towards the waterfront.
Thanks.
Say, what are you looking around here for?
I'm not looking for anything. Just playing. I play on this old board all the time.
Say, I know you now. I saw you through the window at Tracy's. Now, you don't want to run away, so you hid in my car and came along. That's fine. You just doubled my grip on Tracy.
Well, town. I'm afraid we missed one of Junior's clues. I don't think so. There's some old abandoned docks along here. Maybe Splitface was heading for them.
Now, if Tracy does what I say, you've got nothing to worry about. Be back in a minute. I warn you, don't try to get away.
Junior, how did you get here? I'm on the back of the car. Oh, you shouldn't have.
This looks like Junior's shoe.
Yeah? Well, it could be anybody's shoe.
Sure, but right now we're looking for a clue. And I'll take my chances on this being one. Let's go down this way.
I moved the car just in case. Tracy was a fool to think he could stop me.
Hey, Notch, this is Junior's, all right.
Well, it looks like we still haven't reached the end of the trail. No sign of the car.
Depends on whether you're looking for a car or Splitface, huh? I think this is the end of the trail for Splitface. See, the tire tracks leading into the shed. Here, look. Come on, Pat. I'll get Kesson Jr. Yes, Chief. He's safely locked up. And photographed this time. No, the scar was real. He got it in a fight with another convict. Served 2 extra years for it. Right. Thanks. Good night, Chief. Okay, Tess, I'm through with the report. Let's eat.
Eat. You didn't say that a moment too soon. I'm dying of starvation.
Come on, Junior, disentangle yourself from those guns.
Hey, Dick, a taxi driver was just shot and tossed out of his own cab on 18th and Main.
I'm sorry. Will you take Junior home?
Here we go again. Come on, Junior.
Welcome back, Boggles and Ghouls. You know what? You made it all the way through the movie.
Yay!
It's done.
Woohoo!
You have anything to say about the movie before we go to the other stuff?
I enjoy it. I like a good mystery, and Dick Tracy is fun, and I think it's kind of underrated among even mystery movies of the time.
Yes, sadly it's going to be a long time before there's a new Dick Tracy movie, because apparently Warren Beatty had some sort of disagreement, and he had in his contract that as long as he makes a movie every so many years, that no one else can make a movie. So literally every year he makes every so many years he makes a really bad movie, and he only screens at one place. It only gets broadcast a little bit, and it's just basically crap. But as long as he does it, no one else can make a Dick Tracy movie.
And it's kind of lame, but I guess it was some kind of studio problem, and he did that just to be difficult, I guess you'd say.
Yes, and to get even. So sadly, it might be a couple decades before you see the next Dick Tracy movie,
if you see it at all. But we'll see.
But in any case, now we have to ask you to smash that like button and share our video. For those of you who don't know, that used to be our catchphrase we would say at the end of the movies back when we were on Dirty Creek Media.
Well, we're still
which
saying
disappeared.
that.
Yes, now we're doing it again.
Yes.
Because we remembered. You know, sometimes we accidentally forget things we used to do for no apparent reason that we can figure out.
No apparent. I don't know what in the world could cause that to forget. Other than old age and dotage, you know, that's always a possibility. Even though we look like we're barely out of school, you know, we're a little bit older than that.
Well, technically speaking, we're older than the universe itself.
Well, yeah.
But not necessarily these particular bodies that we're inhabiting currently.
Yes.
But that's for another story, for another time. Now we gotta ask you to do us a favor. Subscribe on either Rumble or YouTube.
YouTube or Rumble.
Yes, indeed. And look for us, if you're ever in Oshkosh, on the public access channel.
Oshkosh Life.
Oshkosh Life, where we will be appearing very soon.
If you just do a search for Oshkosh Public Access, it'll come up. But we're going to be on the schedule. They're going to be showing our series on there, so keep your eyes open for that too.
Yes, we are on official TV as well as the internet webs. Oh yeah. So remember, if you like our movie, make all your friends and family watch it.
And if you don't like our movie, send it to all your enemies. Why should you have to suffer alone?
Because misery loves company.
And so does he.
And so do we. Until next time, we will be lurking in your nightmares and haunting your dreams.
And searching through your underwear drawer.